Welcome to Life Wisdom Network, your source for career success. I'm Felicia Zimmerman, and today in part 4 on networking, we're going to look at networking no-nos, and unfortunately, there are several of them.
Hello everybody, my name is Ed. So Felicia, what are some networking no-nos?
Well, Ed, let's imagine this. You go to Denny's, you go to Dunkin' Donuts, you go to IHOP. You're going to eat, right?
I plan on it.
All right. If you go to McDonald's and you have a burger and fries, you're going to eat. Or if you go to Olive Garden and you have a salad and rolls and pasta, you're eating. And so my point is that networking isn't about eating. Imagine this. I come up to shake hands with you and you get a hand that's greasy from eating hors d'oeuvres or potato chips or whatever, nuts or whatever. Or just as bad, you've been holding a cold glass of something. So you get a clammy handshake, real turnoff. So a networking event, because it's not about eating, what you should do, and I strongly recommend this, is if you're going to a networking event, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, have a little snack beforehand. Have an apple, a banana, some crackers, just so that you won't be starved when you get there. I can't begin to tell you how many folks I've seen in corporate America and elsewhere that go to networking events and they immediately go to eat. Yes, the food looks good, but that's not your purpose.
Awesome. So to me, it sounds like that when I'm at a networking event, I need to be focusing on networking.
Bingo.
Not eating.
Now, within the networking, I mentioned this earlier, there's an art to knowing how to break into the conversation. What you don't want to do is go up, "Hi, I'm Ed Ford," and it's like, whoa, and everyone will go, "Who's this guy?"
Yeah.
And the person that you're trying to meet is going to be very turned off and will take notice as well. So what you want to do, again, is in lieu of just abruptly going up, kind of get in the circle that's around this person, listen to the conversation, and when you hear a slight lull, make your move.
Awesome.
So that way what happens is the person you're trying to network with, as well as peers and other people that are there, see that you're savvy about networking and you're also polite.
Okay, so politeness is a really big part of networking.
It's pragmatic politeness. It isn't polite for being polite, but it's being polite enough that you're not walking all over everybody else to accomplish your aim.
Awesome. And it also sounds to me like patience is a big part.
A little bit, but you don't want to wait too long that you miss your chance.
Okay.
Now, I will tell you one of the worst aspects, one of the biggest no-nos of networking is talking too much. You remember I said you got about 40 seconds? Well, that person that you want to network with, maybe 56 other people want to shake hands with too. So if you can tell if someone is talking too much, because the person you're trying to meet is doing one of these things.
Checking the watch.
Yeah, or worse, like, help me, rescue me from this guy. You know you've got a problem. If you're ever in that situation, stop, because you're just talking too much. The purpose of networking is to open the door so that you can then pursue whatever your purpose is, a follow-on meeting, establishing a relationship with this person by email, phone, or in person, getting an entree. It isn't to turn them off.
Okay. Well, thank you for those helpful tips. Are there any more?
I've got one more, and this one is very critical. There have been so many people. We saw in the role play where the woman, the senior vice president from the bank, said, "Ed, next week, call my office." Now, you may actually call the office. There are many people that I've met in my career who you say, "Call my office next week, get on my calendar." No call. Send me an email next week or the week after. Talk a little, underline little, about your background, what you're looking for, and what I can do to help you. never hear from them. And to be honest with you, if they do that, they're broadcasting to me and anyone else they're networking with, I couldn't be bothered. So, in the vein of God helps those who help themselves, if you're not going to even follow up, why should I help you? I should help those that actually need the help and are willing to follow up. So those are probably the most important of the no-nos, things to avoid. And
Wow, those are definitely helpful tips of what not to do when networking.
absolutely,
Thank you for those.
you're welcome. In part 5, we're going to look at the last example of networking, which is when, and this one is hard because if you can't network face to face, you have to do it by phone.